Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Hattie. Hattie is a diminutive of Harriet. Harriet is the English form of the French Henriette, which was coined in the 17th century as a feminine diminutive of the French Henri, English, Henry, Harry. The name Henry comes from the Germanic words Heim meaning home and Rick meaning ruler, power. Hence, the meaning of the name Henry, and thus Harriet, is powerful ruler of the home or mistress of the home. As a diminutive form, then Hattie would mean little mistress of the home or little ruler of the home. Harry and Henry were developed in England as the English form of the French Henri. In medieval England Harry was the most common form, but by the 1600s Henry became the standard and Harry is now thought of as a pet form. Having been a name borne by 8 kings of England, we can see how Henry became a common name that begged to be feminized. Harriet really developed more from Harry than from Henry, but all the names essentially come from the same place and mean the same thing. It wasn't until the 18th century that Harriet came into widespread usage in England and then eventually spilled over to other English-speaking nations. Hattie developed as a nickname and diminutive pet form of Harriet, eventually replacing her big sister's popularity as a given name by the late 19th century, particularly in the United States. Hattie is an old-fashioned name and one which is hardly ever used anymore. Personality of the girl named Hattie. The number 9 personality represents the completion or ending of the cycle, and a need for perfection. This is the personality that moves from self to a greater understanding and compassion for the human condition and the world order. They want to make the world a better place. 9s are capable of great spiritual and humanitarian achievements. They are courageous and fearless, able to fight great battles on behalf of worthy causes. These personalities will not tolerate injustice. They are compassionate people with a strong sensitivity to others. They are able to both educate and inspire. Friendships and relationships are the lifeblood to the 9, and they place a high value on love and affection. 9s are often exceptionally gifted artistically, and they have a keen imagination and enterprising mind. Popularity of the girl named Hattie. Hattie can definitely be categorized as a turn-of-the-century favorite, having been so popular in the early 1900s. And while Hattie is loaded with the same antique charm we find in names like Emma, Pearl, Hazel, Lily, and Ruby, she hasn't seen the same resurfacing on the charts as these other old ladies have. That might all change, though, since well-liked celebrity Tori Spelling named her 3rd child and 2nd daughter Hattie Margaret McDermott in October of 2011. American parents heard about her choice and are taking a second look. Hattie was enormously popular in the late 1800s and early 1900s, but lost her luster by mid-century and finally disappeared from the top 1,000 list in 1969. Accumulating dust for the past 40-plus years, Hattie may be getting ready for prime time now. Thanks to Tori Spelling, Americans have been reintroduced to this simple charmer. Unfortunately, given her celebrity and influence, we fear this one might be a runaway success. Still residing near the bottom of the charts in 2011, Hattie has yet to show us what she's made of. If you do opt for Hattie as your own baby girl's given name, then you might as well step aside. This little mistress of the home will most likely be running the show from now on. Impish, old-fashioned, tomboyish, and downright daring, what's not to love about a name like Hattie? Quick facts on Hattie. Gender, girl. Origin, English. Number of syllables, 2. Ranking popularity, 570. Pronunciation, Hattie. Simple meaning, little mistress, little ruler of the home. Characteristics of Hattie. Independent, philanthropy, perfection, intuitive, oneness, idealistic, multi-talented. Cultural references to the baby name, Hattie. Popular songs on Hattie. The Lonesome Death of Hattie Carroll, a song by Bob Dylan. Famous people named Hattie. Hattie McDaniel, actress, first black performer to win an Academy Award. Hattie Carnegie, fashion designer. Hattie Hayridge, British actress/comedienne. Hilo Hattie, Hawaiian singer/hula dancer. Hattie Caraway, first female U.S. Senator, Hattie Gossett, African-American feminist writer. Children of famous people named Hattie. Tori Spelling.